This was the hardest day on the trail I've ever done. 9 hours of non-stop dust-covered rock, rain, sleet, climbs to over 13,000 feet, winding roads, and views that take your breath away because you're the only ones up there. Join us as we take on the hardest rated trails in the San Juan Mountains of Colorado. Right out of the gate, the trail lets you know what kind of day it's going to be. Rock after rock, climb after climb. Nothing too crazy yet, but enough to remind us what was ahead. We are entering Poughkeepsie. Just slow. All right, we got this big old hill we're climbing up right now. A bunch of loose rock, taking it in second gear, and we are just climbing. All right, the wall is just ahead of us. We reached the turnoff point. If we go this way, there's a bypass. And if we go the other way, there is the wall. You'll see a sign that says winch and lockers recommended, and we got those. So we're going that way. We'll see how it works out for us. Well, we got the tires nice and wet, mucked up, now ready to do the wall. You know, a blow dryer might be something that you want to consider having if you got a portable battery. Just plug it in, dry your tires off, and your traction automatically increases, leveled up. I might have to patent that. Off-road tire dryer. Got his winch hooked up. Gotta listen to your spotter, people. I'm thinking I'm getting my passenger here and then going up. I'm trying to get it. Oh shit. Before I tear my ACL. Before I tear my ACL here. Getting my passenger in that notch right where Gavin's standing, kind of, and then wherever the driver tire falls as a result. Yeah, there you go. You're in the... Keep going, keep going.
You're stuck over here, Shane, so you're gonna have to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it easy, go back down. You're gonna have to back all the way back down and start your line over again.
Nice job. All right, well, we got some hail. They tell you about the wall, but nobody talks about what comes after. The rain started to fall and the rocks turned slick, and suddenly the easy lines weren't easy anymore. The wall might be the obstacle everyone remembers, but it wasn't the hardest part for us. While not on video, I worked the situation back to the driver's side and made it up. The Jeep behind me ended up getting his rear diff lodged on a rock and had to winch off. All right, we stopped at Lake Como and I went for a swim in the water. It was cold. It was worth it though. What is it? Hurricane Peak. We're going to Hurricane Peak. It should be around 13,200 feet or so. Supposed to have the best views. All right, we stopped to reach Hurricane Pass, 12,730 feet. Now we're going to Hurricane Peak. Looks like the Jeep's flying. The trail winds higher and higher until you're suddenly looking down at everything. The peak winds back and forth as you gain elevation quickly. Steep inclines of at least 20 degrees go on and on. The climb felt endless, each turn opening up another horizon, and the drop beside you getting steeper. You can't help but think, the higher you go, the longer the way back down. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We're at the top of Hurricane Peak, over 13,000 feet.
Jesse. Doug's all the way up there. Whoa.
We're going in manual 1 down this. We don't want to use hill descent because that may overstress the brakes. So we're going to let engine braking run its course as much as we can and just use the brakes when we need to control the RPMs if they get too high. Some of the inclines are, 20 degrees coming down. The hill descent's great, but on something like this, when it's so long, I'd rather minimize or at least know how much I'm using the brakes. And by keeping it in first gear through the downhill parts, we can do that. This is what we just came down off of Hurricane Peak. Having the 2-door wheelbase was amazing. I only had to reverse on one of the turns because it got close to the edge. Otherwise, I was able to just lock it, not even lock it, just turn, and the Jeep did the rest. They're so red.
The camera doesn't really, it picks it up, but not like eyes.
Not really?
It looks red, but not like the eyes.
Look at that, it's red, and then straight ahead over there, it's green. We were just heading down, and there was a dirt bike coming down, a Jeep coming up, and another dirt bike coming up. And the dirt bike coming down passed us by. We let the Jeep that was going up go by us. And then this dirt bike was coming up. He was about 100 yards ahead of us, and he stalled, wiped out, fell. His helmet flew off down the mountain, and he stayed on, and so did his bike, but he's still down, and it's been about 5 minutes. There's a lot of people with him right now. I don't want to add to the chaos, so I'm just staying in the Jeep for now. The other motorcyclist, I'm not sure if he's with him, but he drove his bike down to a flat part, and he's now walking to get the guy's helmet, I believe, which rolled all the way down. Thankfully, he didn't fall himself, just his helmet did. But it popped off real easy. All right, Jesse has the man who fell on his bike in his passenger seat, and he's gonna bring him down. The rest of Corkscrew couldn't get up under his own power, and I think it's just an eye-opener to how unforgiving these mountains can be. If you've been enjoying these adventures and want to support the channel, consider joining the channel as a member. You can also support the channel by subscribing and sticking around. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you out there.